Alright, whenever we finished up in the last video, we had found that maximum at the point 0, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and plot that right there. So it looks like our graph is coming up something like this, and then it's moving around. Okay, so back to our calculator screen. We need to find this minimum value right here. So now we're going to repeat the process. Second, trace. But instead of choosing maximum, this time we want to choose minimum here, which is number 3. But our directions are going to be the exact same. For the left bound, we want to be well over here on the left-hand side of where we think that minimum is. So I'm going to move my cursor over until I'm pretty close to where I think would be good, and you may be out a little bit further than me. That's okay, just don't get too close. So now I'm going to hit enter, and it put the little triangle up there. Now it's asking me for the right bound. So again, I want to be well on the right hand side of where I think that minimum is. So keep going. That's probably good. And we'll hit enter. And so again, it put the little triangle up there. And now it's going to find the lowest point between these two places here. For guess, we're going to hit enter, and it says the minimum is the point 2, 1. So back on my paper here, I'm going to go ahead and plot that. 2, 1 would be right about there. So if I were to continue drawing this in, it looks like it would come down and then back up again. So that's what it looks like. Now, we still haven't answered our questions though, have we? So we need to do that. Okay, so use a graphing utility to graph each function over the indicated interval and approximate any local maxima or local minimum. So for a max, we found the point 0, 5. This is another good advantage to drawing everything out first, labeling everything you see, because then you can just go back and answer the questions. Okay, our minimum value here looked like it was 2, 1. That was that local minimum we found. Now it says determine where the function is increasing and where it is decreasing. Round your answers to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we have some area of increasing and an area of decreasing. So let's see where that is. Okay, let's start reading always left to right. So starting at the left, starting with an x value of -1, this graph is going up or increasing until it hits an x value of 0. So that would be -1 to 0, it's increasing. Then it turns around and it goes back down, or it decreases, starting at an x value of 0 and ending at an x value of 2. So from 0 to 2, it's decreasing. Then it turns around and it goes back up again, starting at an x value of 2 and ending at an x value of 3. It is increasing again. So we have those areas.